behind where the answer lies. And when you find that answer and then you probe again more, you will discover something else before that. Then you will find the root in your childhood. So this is a deep process I think I would encourage you to do. When you do that, you will find this is what you can actually decode yourself. At least if not decode, you will know more about yourself. And once you know about yourself, then you will accept yourself. Acceptance without any kind of conditions, preconditions. Appreciating, once you accept, you will appreciate. When you appreciate, there is also desire to change for better. I think there are too many theories around it. Whatever works for you, you will have to pick that up. So instead of, when you say training, I would say it's about how can I be a good student of life. Not to train others, to train yourself. That's important. We are not here to, we can share. You can share your knowledge, you can share your skill, you can share your time, right? Give a joy, happiness to people. That's a different, that is what you can do. You can't really change. Train people. You can train them, but the change will have to be their decision, whether to accept that or not, change for better, do they find value. Sometimes we have seen a lot of things that we tell people in our own relationships, do this, don't do this. Do they really follow that? But that's so much of value to you. They will do that the day they really value it. So instead of changing the people with prescriptions of what should be, I would rather say work on the create value for that attitude or approach. Okay, that will make a huge difference. Let's look back at ourselves. So about training, I will only say where a student is born or where a student is willing to learn, a teacher is born. Are you getting me? Where a student is willing to learn, a teacher is born. So be the student like that. You will find teacher everywhere around you. But are you that student? Is the question. That will come only when you have deep desire to succeed and strong passion to excel. That's important. Anything and everything in life, to me, is embedded in these two things. Deep desire to succeed and a strong passion to excel. If you have these two things, rest will fall in place. Other thing I would recommend is not to complicate things. Life is simple. Things are simple. Do not complicate, overcomplicate. It's not required. Remove all that from your heart, all that, the waves of contradictions or fears or apprehensions or personalities or agendas that you may have. Just feel free. You will discover a lot. A free spirit is the most enlightened spirit. You know what I mean? So free yourself. Knowledge it has no value if you don't know how to hold it in the right perspective, right context. So let us not become prisoners of knowledge. These are half-baked knowledge that we pick up here and there because for whatever reasons, I don't know. But that should not really add on to our personality and prevent us from being good. Getting me? Don't become prisoners of your own knowledge. Knowledge, if it's real knowledge, if you know how to hold it, it will lead you to live the life of a free spirit. Without any kind of hate, anger, jealousy, envy, these things are very important. How do you hold the spirit in that space? When I say spirit is yourself, how do you hold yourself in that space where you are minus these things? You have to be genuinely a good human being. That comes with a lot of introspection and awareness. So I think these two things I would recommend. We'll touch upon other things. But given the context, I understand most of you are entrepreneurs. Some of you are in the same field I am, so I'm talking to my fellow HR professionals, right? Some of you are building your own enterprises, following your dreams, right? Trying to build something, find meaning, to do certain things certain way, right? I think life is like that. It should continue to be like that. Always aspire to do something, win something, create something. Some people are hooked on to having some kind of goal, business goal. I need to set up this. I need to start a training institute. I need to start a computer institute, or I need to start a website company. They have those aspirations. So when you have that dream, then you are really united about accomplishing that. And once you have that desire, then you start working in that direction. Things don't fall, then you get rejected, and all those things happen. How to avoid that hard journey is one is to be very good in everything that we are doing. You should be subject matter expert in the area that you have chosen. Typically, when you meet a trainer, he'll say, "What are you doing?" He'll say, "I'm doing everything." I mean, any topic in ABC area, I'm doing, right? Which is good. Nothing wrong about that. But is it possible to be a subject matter expert in everything? It needs so much of tapasya, so much of hard work, so much of effort and determination to be really there to say I can do everything with the same ease and excellence. So I would recommend focus on 2-3 areas. Go deep into the subject. Find out, like you're doing PhD in that. 2-3 areas, and those areas could be preferably if they are connected, one leading to another, right? In the same ecosystem, if it is there, like you are in the business of, say, milk, right? Distributing milk. You can think of starting a tea shop. You know what I mean? You cannot starting a petrol pump. You're in the business of milk distribution. You know what I mean? That is one way of looking. Other is to say, I'm the distribution of milk, so why don't I know how distribution network works, I have the contact, so why don't I start distribution of any damn thing. Could be even petrol, you never know. Then you have to see whether to have the resources. So, leave your mind very fertile, in a very reasonable and rational, so that one can build on another. So I recommend strongly, whatever you have chosen to do, please pick up 2-3 things that you think are connected in some form or other, and they are leading you to the goal that you want to accomplish. Instead of getting scattered, doing random things, that is the flavor of the day or the week or a month or a year, you will be spreading thin and you will not be able to do much. So pick up, identify what am I good at, what gives me more happiness, what really motivates me and drives me. So when you are choosing anything in life to do, it needs to come back to you. Why am I happy doing certain things? If you have not thought about it, you have to first ask yourself, what am I happy about doing things? Right? You have to ask yourself. If you don't know, how many of you really know yourself? I mean, some of you definitely know. Not everybody knows. We just leave. Everything's working, so we never bothered why it's working. It's very important to decode that formula of success. A sales guy can really not predict tomorrow I can make this thing. Okay? He knows the model, but he cannot predict. And he has to continue to work like a new salesman every time he's making that sale. He knows by and large this is the way things work. But there's so many things that are not in your control, so you cannot claim this is the way things will work in life. So no. Is everything in our control? No. But is everything not under our control? It's all up to us. They say, right? We hear so many contradicting things in life. It's up to you, determination, confidence hona chahiye, phala hona chahiye. That is one theory. The same guy saying, you know what, there are so many things that are not in your control. Market, competition, enemy, blah blah blah. Not in control. So life is always a contradiction like that. But we need to have we should be strong enough to deal with that uncertainty. Yet be certain about that uncertainty. Then you are fine. You know what I mean? If you are with me, you will get, because I am going all over the place. Okay. Now, so please know yourself by asking few questions. What gives me joy and happiness? Why am I good in certain things? How did such a great thing happen? One way to discover is ask yourself, what is I am proud of in life? My achievements. Not about I'm a great son, great daughter, or a loving mother, or a wife, committed wife. No, not those things. I'm talking about what am I very proud of my achievements. What are my top 3 achievements? You have to do a serious work at this. When you say what are my top 3 achievements, you have to write down whatever comes to your mind on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 2, say 20, and then pick up which are the top 3. Once you have that list, why do you say that is the best? And then how did that happen? Why was I able to do that? Okay? Then you ask another question, which was the most difficult? Which was the most challenging? Which was the one where I thought I will not be able to do it, yet I did this? That is what will lead you to the answer. Sometimes so many things we think we will not be able to do it, but we give it a shot because we are passionate about that. And you will find that answer. And every time you find a situation like that, which already happened in your life, you will find the same answer repeating itself. And that is your pattern of working. That is what you have to discover about yourself. Once you know that this is what is leading me to success, then you will also know what are the things that you will be successful at. What are the things that you have failed? Same exercise you can do and see, can I marry these two with a different approach? And you will find that there is a deep connect where you have failed and where you have succeeded. What led you to success wasn't there where you failed. So bring that element in this situation. I'm sure you will do it well. Are you getting me? Okay. So that's one. But most importantly, learn to celebrate life. Enjoy life. Don't be too serious about things. It's one life. It is only accident that we are all born in a family. It's only accident that we have somebody called wife, son, daughter, brother, sister. Okay? If you go to see, that family is everything for us. Yes or no? We do everything. No rules there. Papa कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, मम्मी कुछ भी बोल सकती है, छोटा भाई चिल्ला सकता है, whatever, all the license is given, correct? There's so much of bonding, understanding, love, sharing, everything is there. There are no trainers like us to teach them what is team building there. Yes or no? Where does that all come from? Because that's the ecosystem the family creates. Your parents, your extended family, they create that system. Same guy, he joins a company, suddenly there are crash courses, adventure courses, blah blah blah, training him on team building, leadership, decision making, conflict management. ये सब कौन सिखाता है घर में? Just because it's in corporate, we take things for granted and don't pay attention to that, and there is no father mother in the office, so you're missing that cover.